You know that feeling. It's 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Your inbox is sitting at a cool 147 unread messages. Your boss sent a "We need to talk" Slack notification at 4:55 p.m. Your car is making that rhythmic thwack-thwack sound that screams expensive repair. The world is, quite literally, screaming. And where are you? You're not answering the emails. You're not calling the mechanic. Instead, you are on your hands and knees with a worn-out toothbrush, deep cleaning the gunk out of the sliding glass door tracks. Or maybe for you, it's the spice rack. Maybe you're suddenly hit with an uncontrollable urge to alphabetize your seasonings, while your personal life feels like it's hitting a brick wall. Most people, your friends, your spouse, maybe even that voice in your own head, would call this a distraction. They'd call you a clean freak, or tell you that you're procrastinating on the real problems. But here's the truth that might change how you look at yourself forever. You aren't just cleaning a room. You are performing a high-stakes rescue mission for your own sanity. Scientists have spent decades peering into the human brain to understand why we do this, and what they've found is beautiful. Your brain actually struggles to distinguish between a messy desk and a messy life. When you pick up that toothbrush to scrub the baseboards, you aren't avoiding your problems. You are using a sophisticated survival mechanism to prevent a total emotional collapse. You are trying to reorganize your internal world because the external one has become too heavy to carry. Let's be honest about the era we're living in. We are the first generation of humans expected to be on 24 hours a day. We carry a glowing rectangle in our pockets that vibrates every time someone in the world has an opinion, a demand, or a crisis. We are living in a state of perpetual high alert. When the big things in life, the economy, your career path, the state of your relationships, start to feel unpredictable, your nervous system begins to panic. It enters a state of threat. In the wild, if a predator was chasing you, you'd run or fight. But how do you fight a fluctuating interest rate? How do you run away from a strained marriage? You can't. So, your brain looks for what researchers call a high-contingency environment. This is a fancy way of saying a space where your actions have immediate, visible, and unarguable consequences. Think about your job. You might work for 8 hours on a project, send it into the void of a corporate server, and never see the direct result of your labor. But when you wipe a dirty counter, it stays clean. Right then, right there. That tiny, visible win provides a hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical that your brain is absolutely starving for when the rest of your day feels like a series of losses you can't control. For the person who loves a tidy home, a vacuumed rug isn't just a chore. It's a psychological anchor in a stormy sea. Take a second and look around your home right now. Is there one specific hot spot that makes your heart rate spike? Maybe it's the doom pile of mail on the entryway table. Maybe it's the chair in the bedroom that has disappeared under a mountain of laundry. Why does a physical object have the power to change your heart chemistry? It comes down to something called optimal arousal theory. Think of it like a biological volume knob inside your head. Every single one of us has a different set point for how much noise and stimulation we can handle before our brains start to overheat and shut down. Some people are built for chaos. They thrive in loud, messy rooms. Their brains actually require a high level of static to feel awake and focused. But for you, the person who can't think straight if the sink is full of dishes, your dopamine system is far more sensitive. To you, visual clutter isn't just stuff. It's a loud, high-pitched ringing in your ears that your brain is constantly trying to process in the background. Every rogue sock on the floor and every unorganized shelf is a task your brain is subconsciously trying to complete. When you clear the clutter, you aren't just tidying a room. You are literally turning down the volume of the world. Cognitive psychologists have found that people who prefer high levels of order often have heightened activity in the parts of the brain responsible for complex problem-solving and deep self-reflection. This is why your best ideas, those aha moments, don't happen when you're staring at a mess. They happen in that quiet, scrubbed clean moment right after the chores are done. By tidying your space, you are clearing the runway so your creativity can finally take off. Before we go further, we have to talk about the why behind the habit. While a clean home is a wonderful thing, there is a very real line between healthy order and using cleaning as a shield. For some of us, our environments aren't just places to live, they are armor against vulnerability. Do you feel like you literally cannot sit down, relax, or even have a conversation until every single dish is put away? If so, you might be practicing defensive tidiness. This often stems from our history. Many of us grew up as latchkey kids, or lived through times of extreme economic instability. In those environments, we learned a hard lesson early on. The outside world is unreliable. People let you down. Money disappears. Plans fall through. But your room? You could control that. Your bookshelf? You could fix that. For many, self-reliance became a core part of their identity. You learned to fix things with your own hands because it was the only way to feel safe. The danger isn't the cleaning itself. It's the underlying belief that if I can just get the house perfect enough, the rug won't get pulled out from under me. It's a powerful illusion. We tell ourselves that if the baseboards are white and the towels are folded into perfect thirds, nothing bad can happen. We try to out-clean our anxiety. But life, by its very nature, is messy. It's loud, unpredictable, and sometimes it breaks. The goal isn't to stop cleaning. It's to realize that your worth isn't tied to the state of your kitchen floor. You are allowed to be safe even when the house is a mess. In the West, we have a weird relationship with the homebody. If you tell people you spent your Saturday night deep cleaning your pantry and organizing your closet, they might look at you with a mix of pity and confusion. We view a love for staying home and keeping it pristine as a bit of a social failure. We're told we should be out there, networking, exploring, and embracing the chaos. But in many other cultures, the quality of your physical space is seen as a direct reflection of the quality of your thoughts. They understand something we often forget. Your home is an extension of your mind. Creating a sanctuary isn't a social failure. It's a form of high-level social intelligence. By curating a peaceful environment, you are ensuring that when you do finally go out into the world, you aren't showing up depleted. You are using your home to recharge your battery so you can handle the noise of the world without breaking. You aren't being uptight. You are being protective of your peace. If you're reading this and feeling a sense of relief, I want to give you a challenge. Look at your life right now. Where do you feel the most out of control? Is it your health, your finances, a relationship that feels like it's slipping through your fingers? Now, look at your house. Find one small corner, just one. It could be the junk drawer. It could be the top of your nightstand. It could even be the digital clutter on your phone's home screen. Go fix it! Don't do it because you have to. Do it because your brain needs a win. Do it because your nervous system is screaming for a high-contingency environment where action A leads to result B. When you scrub that sink until it shines, don't judge yourself for wasting time. Instead, say to yourself, I am taking this one small corner of the universe, and I am making it exactly the way I want it to be. That is an incredibly powerful act. It's a declaration of agency. It's you telling your anxiety, you might have the rest of the world, but you don't have this drawer. It's time we stop apologizing for needing things a certain way. If you are the type of person who finds deep, soul-level peace in an organized closet, you aren't weird. Your brain is simply wired to find restoration in order rather than noise. You have discovered a secret that many people spend their whole lives trying to learn. A tidy home isn't about impressing the neighbors. It's about respecting the person who has to live inside your head. You deserve a space that doesn't demand anything from you. You deserve a visual landscape that allows your heart rate to drop and your shoulders to untense. The next time you feel that frantic urge to clean while your life is spinning out of control, don't roll your eyes at yourself. Recognize it for what it truly is, a beautiful, instinctive way of self-soothing. It's your brain saying, I'm overwhelmed and I need to see something go right for 5 minutes. Give yourself that 5 minutes. Scrub the sink, fold the laundry, alphabetize the spices. Because when the world outside is screaming, there is no greater act of self-care than creating a place of silence. I want to hear from the toothbrush scrubbers and the vacuum line perfectionists. We all have that one specific ritual, that one weirdly satisfying thing we do when the stress levels hit the red zone. For me, it's organizing the fridge so all the labels face forward. It sounds ridiculous to some, but to me, it feels like I'm finally breathing again. What is your non-typical calming habit? Is it polishing the silver? Is it color-coding your bookshelf? Is it pressure washing the driveway until the concrete looks brand new? Drop a comment below and tell me your story. Let's stop hiding these habits and start celebrating them for the mental health tools they actually are. And if this resonated with you, if you finally realized that your need for order is actually a sign of your brain's incredible ability to take care of itself, I want you to do one thing. Type the word sanctuary in the comments. By doing that, you're acknowledging that your home is more than just 4 walls and a roof. It's your safe harbor. It's the place where you get to be in charge. It's the place where you recover so you can wake up tomorrow and face the world all over again. You've got this. Now go get that small win. The toothbrush is waiting.